I honestly never thought I would see the day where slime would be making a comeback in dolls, especially not with Descendants dolls. But here I am with the Descendants, The Rise of Red Sorcerer's Cookbook, and this is the version that comes with a Chloe doll, who is the daughter of Cinderella and Prince Charming. While this set has a slime gimmick, it is very reminiscent of the current Monster High Skulltimate Secrets dolls that come with a doll and this giant chunk of plastic. The cookbook just has this kind of like paper slip over it, so it does say doll, fizz, slime, as well as 3 recipes, and there's a picture of Malia Baker as Chloe in the movie, as well as the Descendants, The Rise of Red logo, and the Sorcerer's Cookbook. If I wasn't a completionist when it came to Descendants dolls, and if I didn't love Chloe, I probably wouldn't have bought this.
And that's okay. That's okay.
Not every single doll in a doll line needs to be a hit, and that is definitely the case for this one, especially because it wasn't made for collectors, but it does contain 1 doll and 7 pieces. The front of the cookbook is fully visible in the front, and there's a skull on it, which I think is kind of interesting. I didn't get like spooky dark vibes from this film. And on the top of the little slipcover that's over the book, it does say it includes 1 doll, 1 cookbook, 1 fizzy ball, 1 slime powder, and 4 accessories. Again, I absolutely adore the packaging for The Rise of Red. I think the red color scheme is so pretty. It does have the Rise of Red logo and says the Sorcerer's Cookbook is in your hands, and it shows a little mock-up of the cookbook. And what surprises will you reveal? Open if you dare. And it does have the expiration date for some of the stuff on it, which I thought was interesting. On the other side of the packaging, on the back, it does say to unlock the doll that is inside, and of course another beautiful image of Chloe from the film, and she looks super fierce and super beautiful. On the other side, it does say Sorcerer's Cookbook, as well as in another language. And now it is time to, unfortunately, open this up and take a closer look at the cookbook and the doll that comes inside of it, and do all of the magical recipes. Yay! And here is a closer look at the plastic cookbook itself. I do like the design of it. I am a little confused why there's a skeleton on it. I think that that's a little dark, and I'm not sure what the meaning of that is, but it is in this really nice blue color. There's all of this texturing all over the plastic for the book to make it accented with the gold bones and skull in it, and I think it does look really nice. I think it is quality plastic. I think it could make a cool display piece. As a collector, of course, this is totally unnecessary for me, and I don't need this, but at the end of the day, this doll wasn't made for me, not for my target audience. It does have several icons on it, including Chloe's up at the top, as well as the pocket watch, and a cauldron on the bottom, as well as a magical keyhole on the other side. The spine of the cookbook is predominantly blue. There are some gold accents for the hinges of the book, and there are also some ribbed plastic portions of the book that are painted in gold to make it look like pages in a book. So I think that there's a lot of detail, even though it is all just plastic. The back of the cookbook, though, has me really confused. In a bunch of different languages around this image, it says to like put your nose up to it and then slowly pull away and stare at it, and it's like written in like a rhyming scheme. And I could not get it to work. I have no idea what this is. If somebody who has this could tell me what the image is, please let me know, because I'm really confused. I couldn't get it to work. And I know I'm not like the smartest flower in the garden, but like why did this stump me? Anyway, to open the book, you just pull at these skeleton hand tabs and it unlatches the book. The inside doesn't have a lot going on. There's just some illustrations indicating which recipes are which, and there is an instruction manual as well as this plastic tray, and it says to remove it off so that way you can put this underneath when you're doing all of the recipes. And it does come with this gold like stirrer mixer thing. There's nothing really too special about it. It is gold and it kind of looks like a shovel, and it worked when I did it for all of the recipes. The first recipe in the book is the slime recipe, and I have never made slime before, but for the sake of this video, I decided to make slime. So first is to go over to the number 1 box that is a surprise, and when you open it, inside there is the slime powder, and it does have Chloe's icon on it. So I think that it's really cool that it's personalized. It has the diamond and it's gold. The back of the packet for the slime powder also has the manufacture date as well as the expiration date for it. So I thought that was pretty interesting. I don't see that too often on doll stuff. The second step for this recipe is to put water in the little cup that it gives you. So that's what I did. I put water in it, and then you're supposed to put the water and the slime powder into this purple thing, this purple cauldron. And then when you do that, you're supposed to mix it for 6 minutes. And I don't know who has the time for that. I don't have the time for that. So I tried to mix it for 6 minutes. It made my hand tired. And also I spilled the powder like everywhere. But honestly, I'm not sure why you have to mix it for 6 minutes because I didn't mix it for that long. After about a minute, it was getting a pretty good texture and consistency. It was still, of course, a little bit slimy, so I kept mixing it, and about halfway through is when I got like the desired results. I think this is good. I've never made slime before, but here's a closer look at the slime itself. It does have a little bit of a shimmer to it. I like the color. It's very light. It does look like Chloe slime, so I think that the character accuracy is pretty good. But anyway, enough with the slime. It's going in the trash. Now moving on to recipe number 2, which has the Fizzball, which will let me unlock the doll, which is really the only thing I care about. Like, if these Sorcerer's cookbook sets did not come with dolls, I definitely 1000% would not have bought them because I don't care about fizz or slime. But anyway, the second surprise is the Fizzball for recipe number 2, and it comes in this embossed Chloe icon-looking plastic package, which I think is really cute that they keep putting her icon everywhere. And now to put it in the water, I just dropped it in. It kind of looks like an egg, and it instantly started fizzing, which, as it should, that's the point. But honestly, this actually was really satisfying to watch. Now, of course, it's not like bath bomb fizz, like it's not that satisfying, but it was really cool to watch this kind of fizz out. And again, this was supposed to take about 6 minutes, but again, who has the time for that? Not me. And thank God that this set came with that clear plastic tray, because otherwise I would have been really upset with all of this water coming out and getting all over my Descendants 3 PR box. But I did really enjoy the fizz. I enjoyed it a lot more than the slime. It was definitely less involved than the slime. Although again, I don't know why it said it took 6 minutes. It probably was supposed to take that long, but I got really impatient. So I was like, you know what? I'm done. I'm sick of this. I'm fed up. I'm over it. So I did decide to just take it out and break off the rest that was remaining. So inside of the Fizzball is this little golden pocket watch accessory, and it has some really nice sculpted details on it, but it is just gold. There's no extra paint details. But what makes this pocket watch so important and so iconic is that it opens up to reveal the Chloe doll and another recipe. Y'all truly don't understand how fed up I was at this point when I saw that there was a third recipe, like...
Don't get me started.
But thankfully, this recipe is the shortest recipe and just requires some water inside of that plastic cup to dip the belt that the Chloe doll is wearing, and it's supposed to change color. I did this with really cold water, and I did this with hot water, and I could not get it to work. So... user error, I guess. I don't know, and I don't care. Like I've been saying, the whole reason that I bought this cookbook was for the Chloe doll, and now I am so excited to take a closer look at the Chloe doll herself, and I wonder if she really was worth the wait and all of the trauma that I just experienced with the slime to get her out. Although I don't necessarily think that this doll looks like the actress Malia Baker, I do think that she is pretty, definitely a very pretty doll. She has kind of a dark gray, navy-ish hued colored eyeshadow, as well as a nude lip color, I believe. And this doll does have some blue edges painted on her head, so I really like that. And I am 99% sure that this doll has polypropylene hair. There's like 1% of me that thinks it could be Saran, but it is very dry. It is a little bouncy like Saran, but when I pulled one of the curls straight, it was giving poly vibes. Now, choices were made with this doll's outfit. I am happy to report that the outfit consists of 2 pieces, so the top and the skirt are separate. I'm not 100% sure what look this doll is based on, but if it's this one, Mattel, you better count your days. Because unfortunately, all of the details on this outfit are printed on. There's no dimension, there's no other fabrics used. It's all the same flat fabric with low quality prints. The top is predominantly a navy color with these lighter blue strips all around it that have printed on rhinestones on them. And here is Chloe's belt that is supposed to change color. I couldn't get it to work, but it does have her icon in the middle of it, and I think it's cute. And although all of these details are printed on, they do bleed onto the back, so this doll has a 360 design all the way around, even if it's low quality. I do think I actually like Chloe's skirt a little bit more than the top because there's just a little bit more going on. Even though all of the pleats in the skirt are printed, there's still more like color variation in the skirt, so I appreciate that. I think that the gold accents really help with that, as well as the rhinestone prints being just a little bit bigger so they're more visible. Chloe does have painted on leggings, which I don't mind. That's nothing that has ever bothered me. I know for some doll collectors that's like a make or break thing, but for me it has never really mattered to me. She does have these really high boots that are painted in a blue color, and they do have a lot of sculpted details like creases, as well as what I assume are rhinestones. So I think it would be cool to customize these and give them a little more dimension with some more color. This Chloe doll also only has 5 points of articulation as opposed to 11, so she can bend at the neck, at the shoulders, and at the hips. So the articulation is limited, the outfit is limited, all around, there's a lot of limited going on with this doll. And that's totally okay because I knew what I was getting when I bought this doll. I know that the majority of the budget for this doll went to the cookbook itself and not the doll itself, which I think is fine. As a collector of Descendants, that's the reason I bought this doll. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe for more Descendants The Rise of Red videos. And more importantly, don't forget to drink your water, mind your business, and remember that you are a goddamn superstar. I love you so much. Peace.